Okay, guys. If you can hear me fine, I can hear you fine now as well. Let's kick off with Bitcoin as per usual and see what's been going on. And you can then fire away shortly your requests. I'm not going to spend too long here on Bitcoin because, yeah, you know me. It's not my favorite coin. I only just look at it for confluence. So the daily outlook, this is my trading alpha indicator. I'll turn it off for a second and just put on the EMAs just to see what we're looking at right now. So look clear, that range between 45.5 and 37,400, 37,500, if you want to just kind of round it up to the 10,000 range, has been wrecking our head for a while now. Since basically January, we've just swept just below it and never got out of it before. Never got out of it since. So boring job. The last few days have been absolute snooze, and we're all just waiting for something to happen. So, and there isn't a lot to say about Bitcoin really at the minute. I have still these zones marked here. As you can see, that one is close to the 200 EMA. So that would be obviously our next resistance. But these are our two zones that if we move up high would be the next liquidity to look at, that would be taken. Whereas at the bottom, if we break, that would have been my one, and number two, just to kind of go down below the 30,000. These are my zones, current zones I'm looking at. Doesn't mean that, you know, I'm not looking at other prices at the minute, but let's go and play level to level for the minute and get out of this absolute head-wrecking just below 40,000, teasing us get above the EMA cloud. This is the 50 EMA here, and the blue shading, the purple shading, is its cloud. On a closer look, I don't guys quote me on this one at all. I basically just was drawing, sitting down, and I said, look, this is what I'm expecting. And it didn't go as high. It just went up to 39, that's just below 40,000. Rejected, and now back down just above. Well, it rejected, came down to 38,000, and yeah, look, it's doing something. Accumulating, I don't know, like teasing people, just driving us insane at the minute. It's a tedious moment. I would suggest sit down and wait, do your research on other projects. I keep sending you guys as well constantly, like new maybe ventures that you can explore. I have entered a trade. I'll talk about it in a second maybe. I have entered a trade, and that's going to be my only trade at the minute, active trade that I want to concentrate on. It is the XDB trade. Other than that, I'm very, very cautious. I'm still looking at PYR. I'm still looking at Uno. I'm still looking at Telos, because these are my, you know, gems. But that XDB, I think it actually is a very good long-term hold, but I'm just at the minute, because of the market the way it is, I want to play it and see how it goes. If you don't mind, actually, I might just jump into it real quick, because I'd love to cover it real shortly, because I gave you the idea yesterday, and then I'll take your requests. So I'll just go into the XDB. Where is it? XDB. Here we go. I'm actually going to show you on the daily first, because it is as you can see here, a better look here, that is a nice support that it's after catching here around the 30 cents. And that is like a small bit of a W here for me. I caught dibs just around the 30 cents, and I had them cheeky ones just below 30 cents, and that wick last night filled out the bids for me. So what I want to see is, obviously this is a nice lovely accumulation zone here for it. What I want to see is now this is a daily, so that's actually a really nice RSI level for the minute. On the daily, we have the 50 to get above, so that is kind of sitting around 34ish, and then you know that apex, that wedge between the two, and these are obviously our local and bigger resistances. So that would be one around 35, 36, and then 38. But I marked these two zones as that would be our first liquidity I would be looking at. So it's about 50, 46, 47% uprise. And then your second, I'm going to play it again level to level. I'll see how the market behaves, how we're going. Most likely will move my stop losses. I'm not going to be greedy here right now. I'm not going to try and catch crazy gains here. Whatever comes, I'll be very, very happy with it. I just think this coin has something to offer. There's a lot confluence as far as to, you know, possibly move up if Bitcoin doesn't tank. It's been on my radar for a while, and yeah, I'm going to enter this trade and hope for this second target. It is, like I said, I will play after we get to this level. Anyway, obviously I'm going to be monitoring as we go as well, with the resistances here. There's only one active trade I have at the minute, so it should be, you know, simpler and easier to keep an eye on it with like price alerts and all. But yeah, if you want to hop on, it is at not a bad level again to try and get some bags if you want to play it with me, but again, not financial advice, guys.